Hello, good evening, everybody. How are you all? And we are again live with you all on YouTube to share some insights on. So, as promised, I have taken one session on vocabulary the previous day, and I told you that in the series of sessions that we will be conducting for you, you will learn vocabulary, you will enjoy the process of learning the words, and you will also understand that why we all keep on emphasizing on the fact that vocabulary is important. Right. So this is your friend Ashish Garg welcoming you all to the YouTube channel of Pratham Test Prep. And if you have not still done the drill, so please hit the bell icon, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for all the updates that we are about to bring on this channel related to all the entrance examinations and all the aspects of these entrance examinations. So, if you have attended the previous session, I told you that there is no need for you to get worried about vocabulary. Why? Because this is something is as interesting, as you can think of. You pick up a word, and that word gives you liberty to play with that, relate it to something and understand the meaning of it. I'm sure the 5 words that we did in the first session are now pretty much handy to you, and you are able to use those words in your daily life and remember the meanings of it. Also, I would like to tell you that when you talk about an aptitude test and entrance examination, vocabulary will play a major role in all these examinations. And forget about examinations, yeah. Everybody's talking about these days examinations. The CBSE is also talking about examinations, when to do. We will put today only. I read the news that there will be a common entrance examination for all the central universities. There's too much of examinations. But here, I will only talk about communication. Don't you think that communication is something which will be very, very effective if you have right words to use? And imagine if you are there outside in the world and you just throw these volley of words to your listeners, what will happen? They will think, oh my god, this particular person is so good in communication that we should at least go and you know make friendships with you. So that could also be one of the reasons that why we get intimidated by people who have command over the language, because they know what word to use when. Right. So without much ado, let's straight away hit to the word for today. And the first word that is coming to you is homage. Right. What do we mean by homage? जब वो कहते हैं ना, जब कोई बाहर से घर आए, होम आए, तो हम एक आरती उतारते हैं ना, एक वो एक इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ अ रिचुअल जो हम जब कोई आता है तो हम उसकी आरती उतारते हैं। वो आरती देना क्या होता है? So that is somebody giving respect to that particular person, right? So as I told you that MA is the mnemonic aid that we have. So घर पे जो बड़े होते हैं, होम प्लस एज, जिनको हम बुजुर्ग कहते हैं, एल्डर्स होते हैं, और जिस घर में अगर बुजुर्ग हो और उनका आदर हो, तो वो घर बहुत ही बढ़िया, कहते हैं ना, वो स्वर्ग जैसा बन जाता है। तो होम प्लस एज, वेयर यू रिस्पेक्ट द एज्ड पर्सन ऑफ योर हाउस, इज कॉल्ड होमेज. So homage is accolades, citation, commendation, eulogy, respect, tribute. that is called homage, right? तो बेसिकली हम जब कहते हैं ना किसी को रिस्पेक्ट देना अच्छे से, किसी को बहुत आदर, हिंदी में बोलते हैं सत्कार करना किसी का, उसको हम बोलते हैं होमेज। आपने देखा होगा जब एक सर्कुलर अरेंजमेंट ऑफ फ्लावर्स जिसको हम रीत कहते हैं, वो जब सोल्जर्स ये को रखा जाता है उनके उस पे, तो उनको हम क्या करते हैं, हम उन्हें श्रद्धांजलि दे रहे हैं। हम उन्हें क्या कर रहे हैं, श्रद्धांजलि दे रहे हैं। आप पिक्चर में देखिए, दिस पर्टिकुलर पर्सन इज bowing in front of the person and paying respect to that particular person, right? Hello Mayank, right, how are you? So the sentence is, the gift was an homage of the heart, right? So we are saying the gift was something. So this POS, what is mentioned here, is nothing but the part of speech. Because last time also I told you that मीनिंग तो इंपॉर्टेंट है वर्ड का, लेकिन अगर आपने यूसेज भी पता कर ली इस वर्ड की, तो इट विल बी चेरी ऑन द टॉप, इट विल बी चेरी ऑन द टॉप, राइट? तो उसको आपको ध्यान में रखना है, और उस चीज को अगर आपने कर लिया तो आपके एंट्रेंसेस में वोकैबुलरी आपको कभी दिक्कत नहीं देगी। सो होमेज क्या है? होमेज इज नथिंग बट citation, commendation, eulogy, respect and tribute. And यहाँ पे part of speech है noun. Noun आपको पता है, it is name, place, animal or thing. So here we are referring to something, and when we refer to something, it is a noun. The noun. I hope ये वर्ड अब सबको क्लियर हो गया है, होमेज, राइट? और एक बहुत ही आइकॉनिक सीन है हमारी K3G एक मूवी का, है ना? उस K3G मूवी में क्या दिखाया था? सडनली शाहरुख खान आ रहे हैं, एंड शाहरुख खान आ रहे हैं, एंड मदर इज वेटिंग एट द डोर, एट द थ्रेशोल्ड, विद द थाली का, है ना, एंड द म्यूजिक इज गोइंग, राइट? All for me being respect. Let's go on to the next word, and the next word is tyro. Such a beautiful word, no? Tyro. कानों में एकदम से सुन के मजा सा आ जाए। So tyro is very similar or sounding like ट्राई करो। और आपने भी देखा होगा बचपन में जब आप क्रॉल करने लगते हैं, राइट, तो मम्मी और पापा क्या कहते हैं, कम कम कम, किसके पास आएगा, किसके पास आएगा, किसके पास आएगा, और बच्चा धीरे 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 क्रॉल करते 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 अपने पेरेंट्स के पास पहुंच जाता है। सेम हैपेंस, गो बैक व्हेन यू वर लर्निंग टू साइकिल, और आपको आपके फादर ने या किसी ने भी पीछे से पकड़ा था, और आप बोलते रहते हो कि बस पापा पकड़े रहना, और आपको पता भी नहीं चलता कि पापा ने कब आपको छोड़ दिया, और आप आगे पेडल मारते 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 आगे चले गए, राइट? सो दैट इज समथिंग व्हाट इज टायरो मीन्स। सो टायरो इज ट्राई करो, दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच इज अ बिगिनर, which is beginner. So it's very, similar or sounding very similar to its antonym, which is maestro. और maestro क्या होता है? Maestro is a person who is experienced, जो कि उसमें कहते हैं ना बहुत ज्यादा एक्सपर्ट किसी चीज के, उनको बोलते हैं हम माइस्ट्रो। म्यूजिकल माइस्ट्रोस बोलते हैं ना, वैसे ही हम इसको बोलते हैं एक्सपीरियंस्ड और एक्सपर्ट। सो दिस इज द एंटोनिम ऑफ द वर्ड टायरो। So tyro is try करो, so meaning is beginning, beginner, novice, neophyte, right? So neo means new, ठीक है? So somebody who is just started his or her career. जैसे देखिए, Shreya is still a tyro in ballet, but her enthusiasm to learn was inspiring. क्या समझे हम इस सेंटेंस से? कि श्रेया जो है वो अभी बिगिनर है बैले में, लेकिन जो उनका एंथुजियाज्म है, जो उन्होंने हार्ट एंड सोल पुट इन किया है, वो बहुत इंस्पायरिंग है। ठीक है, जब हम बोलते हैं किसी ने somebody has debut from these this movie, there also we can use this word, or neophyte also can be used. Like for example, uh, Ananya Pandey and Tara Sutaria were neophytes in the movie Student of the Year 2. So they started their career through that movie. So that is Tyro. And that is what the usage is all about. That कहाँ पर आप इस word को use कर सकते हैं. Right? Again, Shreya is still a Tyro. So Shreya is still something. And I have told you that when we refer to something, it is a noun. It is a noun. So, clear? I hope you are enjoying. मजा आ रहा है सबको? दो वर्ड्स अभी हमने कर लिए हैं. पहला था homage और दूसरा है tyro. I'm sure by the end of this vocab spree, जो हम प्रथम टेस्ट प्रेप के YouTube चैनल पे आपके लिए लाते रहेंगे निरंतर और हर दिन लाते रहेंगे, आप इस टायरो से डेफिनेटली माइस्ट्रो वोकैबुलरी में बन जाओगे. On to the third word, and the third word is ये रहा आपके सामने. और the third word is banal. सुनने में कैसा लग रहा है ना ये? Banal. Now banal, imagine अगर आपके सोसाइटी में पानी की कमी है, तो वो लाइन में रख के जो नल खोलते हैं तो क्या होगा? It will be a very, very, very boring thing. ठीक है ना? आपने एक बहुत टाइम पहले एक कुछ चीज सुनी होगी, जैसे एक एड आया था एयरटेल का. आई मी माई सेल्फ बोरिंग है, अस एंड वी इंटरेस्टिंग है. भाई तो जब कभी भी आपको लगे ऐसा कि यार मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, इट्स अ वेरी बोरिंग थिंग, मोनोटोनस सा लग रहा है, मजा नहीं आ रहा है, वहां पर आप बोरिंग की जगह लगा दीजिए बनाल लगा दीजिए. और बनाल आपने लगा दिया तो लोग भी सुन के कहेंगे ओ ये क्या बोला इसने, और आपके हो जाएंगे कॉलर्स अप, जिसमें आप उन्हें बता सकते हैं कि भाई बनाल का मतलब होता है बोरिंग. सो मीनिंग इज फ्लैट, insipid, something that is lacking freshness, patent, vapid, conventional, some a commonplace, humdrum, right? So, and of course, as I said, something which is boring, something which is routine, something which is daily, right? So that is called banal. So sentence, what I can say, sentence is I was bored to death. I was bored to death because of his banal conversation. So what happens when there is a conversation, and it happens at times. Imagine you're sitting, in your drawing room, and somebody is talking about a topic which you don't like, and then you do. This is not what I want to hear. Let's talk something about that I want to discuss, and you become so disinterested that you don't want to discuss about that particular topic at all. So that is what we call as banal conversation. Now, if here we're talking about conversation, the conversation happens to be a noun, isn't it? So now, if conversation is a noun and we are saying how is the conversation, how is the conversation? So we are talking about the quality. And I am sure that you know that when we talk about the quality of a noun or a pronoun, it is an adjective. It is an adjective, right? So with this, see, हम वो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में एक कम दो काज, की वोकैबुलरी भी स्ट्रांग हो रही है, और हम आपको यहाँ पे ग्रामर के बेसिक्स भी बताते चल रहे हैं, जो कि आपको काम आएंगे आपके एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशंस में, राइट? सो banal is the third word, which means something which is a commonplace, something which is flat or humdrum or boring. Let's go to the next word, and the next word is a base. A base. Now here, if you remember in the last live session also I told you about when we add a or an, a or an, ठीक है? अ एंड बेस, अगर आपने किसी का बेस उससे छीन लिया तो वो क्या होगा? What will happen? So the mnemonic aid for this is, इमेजिन करो आपके फ्रेंड सर्कल में कोई आपका दोस्त है जो हमेशा लेट आता है और लेट आने पर बनाता है बहाने. And when that particular person is making बहाने, excuses, अरे मैं यहाँ फंस गया था, अरे मैं वहां फंस गया था, तो आप कहते हो अरे यार तेरा तो हमेशा का यही सीन है, हमेशा यही बोलता है कि निकल गया है घर से और घर में ही बैठा रहता है. सो वो क्या बोलेगा? अब बस कर भाई, और कितना नीचा दिखाएगा, राइट? सो आप क्या कर रहे हैं? किसी को नीचा दिखा रहे हैं, किसी को ह्यूमिलिएट कर रहे हैं, राइट? सो दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग इज कॉल्ड अ बेस. सो somebody to lower, to degrade, to humiliate, ठीक है, make lose self respect, disparage, belittle somebody, demean somebody, that all are the meanings of the word abase. So the sentence goes, he often tried to abase others by calling them names. कईयों की आदत होती है ना, वो किसी को भी किसी भी नाम से बुला देते हैं, किसी को कुछ बोलेंगे, किसी को कुछ बोलेंगे, राइट? सो दैट इज नॉट अ गुड थिंग टू डू. वो शायद आपके लिए तो मजाक बन जाए, आपके लिए इट्स अ मोमेंट ऑफ लाफ्टर, बट फॉर अदर पर्सन इट कैन बी really really very disheartening. So here he often tries to do something, so therefore we are talking about action, and the action words are always the verbs, the verbs. Alright, so we have कुछ लोगों ने हमारे को लिख के भी भेजा है यहाँ पे. Shantanu Saini saying mundane. Tanmay saying hey Tanmay, what's up? How are you? Alright, and we are going on to the next word, and the next word is ignoble. Ignoble. What is ignoble? Ignoble is somebody not noble. और जो not noble होता है उसको हमें क्या करना चाहिए? We should ignore that particular person who is not noble at all. Yes or no? So the mnemonic it is ig relates to ignore, and bil is related to able. So if someone is not noble, just ignore that particular person. There's no need to, be in touch with such people who spread hatred, right? Life is too short, right, to think about such things. Just smile every day and just enjoy, because life is beautiful. So, meaning something that is vulgar, plebeian, dishonorable, despicable, corrupt. We should stay away from such things. These are all malpractices. We should stay away from them. Right? So the serial killer was buried in an ignoble grave in the back of the cemetery. Right? So the serial killer was buried under something. The grave is a noun. We are saying, how is the grave? Right? So it is talking about the quality of the grave. And you all know that when we talk about quality, so we are talking about the adjective, right? So here I'm sure that now you know that when we are talking about something which is ignoble, so this is something which is corrupt, something which is dishonorable, something which is vulgar. So with this, we come to end of the 5 words that we were supposed to do for today. And those 5 words were, let's have a quick recap of it. The first word was homage, where we are paying respect to the people, right? So that is homage. The second word was अपने बचपन की याद. क्या चीज? Try करो. Let's tyro. So that is beginner. Somebody who is just starting something, a neophyte. Then the next word comes banal. What is banal? Banal is something which is a commonplace, something which is a commonplace where something which is boring, something which is mundane, something which is routine, that is called banal. The next word that we did was a base. किसी को base हिला देना. So something that is बताओ 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 what is a base क्या होता है? लगता है आप लोग भूल गए. चलिए वापस चल लेते हैं हम उस स्लाइड पर. और अब बेस का मतलब है किसी को नीचा दिखाना. दैट इज degrade somebody, humiliate somebody, right? Disparage, belittle somebody. That is called a base. ठीक है? कैसे करते हैं हम इसको याद? If we are calling our friends by other names, that is belittling them. Then we come to the last word of this particular session, that is ignoble. And when something is not noble, just ignore them. And which means vulgar, despicable, corrupt, or dishonorable. But जैसे ये आपको मैंने बताया कि कोई नॉट नोबल चीज होती है उसको इग्नोर कर दें. But हम तो आपके अपने हैं. We are your own, and we are here to tell you different words and the meaning and the usage of those words so that you can become a good orator and you can also clear any entrance examination with aplomb, right? So हमें ignore मत करो. We will meet you every day with something or the other on this YouTube channel of Pratham Test Prep. And for that, you just have to do one thing. Hit the bell icon and subscribe our channel so that you get the notifications of all the things that we are planning for you on this wonderful channel at Pratham Test Prep. This is your friend and host Ashish Garg signing off, and I will definitely see you on the other very interesting live session on vocabulary very soon. Till then, goodbye, take care, and namaste.